Right. Dear members, I'm really happy organizing this particular session because this is my subject of love. This is the subject where I feel there is a true potential, lot of potential is there. This is the one particular subject where there is a lot of scope for both professional excellence and personal excellence as well. That is, your guess is absolutely right. That is preventive and social medicine, also called community medicine. And to guide more about this particular branch of medicine, we have with us Professor Pradeep Senapathy, sir, who is a professor of community medicine at AJ Institute of Medical Sciences, Mangalore, and is also a motivational mentor and also a counselor as well. And he's a personal favorite of most of the students wherever he goes, and he makes his footprint felt in whichever field he is there or wherever he goes. Also, a personal note, he's a very good all-rounder cricketer, represented our university and IMA and many more organizations, and played all throughout the country and won several tournaments as well. So I thought he's the best person suitable to guide the budding residents and also aspirants in the field of community medicine. Sir, I really feel very excited and privileged to have you on our White Army platform, guiding the juniors. Welcome to you, sir.
Thank you, Kishan, for your very kind introduction. I should say it's my privilege and honor actually to be a part of the White Army. I've heard a lot about it, and just the mere staggering numbers which are following you, and the kind of guidance you are able to give to our fellows, to our fraternity, our people. It is so warm and so happy that I'm a part of this, and I'm happy to be here today. Thank you so much, Kishan, for this opportunity.
Sir, during third year of MBBS, you all have experienced the community medicine. You have taken us to the field, shown us what's the real reality out there in the society, how the people, the living conditions, their background, everything. You have given us a glimpse of everything. And but overview for as a career branch, there's a lot more into it. So I just wanted an introduction or a overview of the branch as a career option, sir. Why anyone should choose community medicine? What are the advantages?
Yeah, you said it yourself. You said it yourself. Reality.
Yes, sir.
That is what it is. So this is very closer to reality and gets you closer to what life is from a very macroscopic point of view. So it completely depends on the kind of person you are and the kind of personality you share, and what you really want to do. So if you ask me, when you start off being a doctor, and when you come with great aspirations that you want to be a doctor of a certain kind, you'd have some models in place. Probably you'd be looking at a clinician and saying, okay, one day I would want to be a surgeon like this, one day I want to be a physician like this. At the same time, probably there would be one family physician, a family doctor, and just an MBBS doctor who would have inspired you to see. You'd have seen scores of people standing outside his clinic, and then you'd have been seeing okay, this is the kind of difference that a doctor has been able to make in so many people's lives. Like that, there'll be a lot of inspirations. At the same time, when you come to medical school, every day you'll meet people of inspiration, and then you'll be probably stuck to one individual who's been really your model, and things like this would actually be happening. But when you boil down and see as to what makes that person or that individual as your role model, you will understand that that person has understood reality, and that person has understood life as it is.
Yes.
So if you ask me, community medicine is probably the specialty which takes you directly to understand the life and as it is, and can make clear out of it also. So that's the good thing about this specialty. And going forward, especially in today's world, especially in the last 3 years, this subject has gained a great impetus and gained a great momentum, because people know that okay, there is something like community medicine and there's something like public health, and this is a difference what people can make. So I think we are in the right time of life to say that community medicine is a good subject to actually take.
Especially after a recent pandemic, sir.
Yeah.
COVID, everyone came to know, realize the what's the importance of the public health, or the about the community medicine as well. They played a very vital role during this time. So,
Yeah.
sir, yes, I have understood the importance. So, and I feel it's my passion as well. Because prevention, setting giving proper health education to the society, and trying to, most of the diseases are preventable. We all know that, but we are not following it rightly. So I have decided myself to dedicate to prevention of the diseases. Sir, to take up a residency in community medicine, which colleges are preferred, sir? Where to do residency? So that's the big question. So the government colleges are offering good courses, whereas in private also there is a good opportunity. Central institutes are doing really well. The state, very good, equally good state colleges are there. So where it would be better if I do my residency?
So basically, the hierarchy is the same as it is for any other clinical branch, or any other branch in medicine. We always think of AIMS, New Delhi, and then we always have this PGI institutions. We have JIPMER, and then we come down to the state governments, where the state government medical colleges are there. And at the same time, since time, a college like CMC Vellore has always been in the forefront as far as community health is concerned. That's what they call it there. And then St. John's Medical College also in Karnataka, which offers this community health. So you have all the colleges to name for. But I personally, what I believe is, any college you are able to land a seat in is good enough for you to train yourself in this subject. I would not say so in any other subject, but I can say in this subject, because the skill set which is available in a particular college will keep you in good stead. Okay, and also some deprivations will be there in certain colleges, which will be probably available in a different college. Say, for example, one institution will be very good at research, one good will be very good at doing stats. At the same time, another institution will be very good at programs that are engaging the community. So some deprivation somewhere in a certain field which is not available probably in a particular institution in their learning process will actually also make them learn, because this subject is very wide, and it is very comprehensive, that you really cannot master it at one particular institution at one particular point of time. So for me, if you ask me, I would say that any institution has its own pros and cons, right from the institution on top to any other institution. But at the same time, as I tell you, if given a choice, if you get a rank, you would always want to take one AIMS, you'd always want to try for a PGI or a JIPMER, and then also some private institutions like CMC Vellore or St. John's Medical College. For sure.
Sir, saying that, sir, those who are very much interested into research and publications, etc., they are more fascinated by this particular branch rather than who is interested more in practice, etc. Is it so, sir?
See, actually, you take my case, for example. I'm somebody who was absolutely not interested in research or publications when I actually took up the subject. But then after taking up the subject, I understood what it really means. And then I was able to show some interest towards it. But personally, if you ask me, it is not true that you have to be somebody who is a master at research, or who is having a strong inclination toward research or publications to take up this subject, because there are so many parallel different verticals in the same subject which you would be good at, or which is your interest. So even if you want to be a good clinician, okay, and if general medicine is out of your reach, and yet you want to be a good clinician,
yes,
understanding families, understanding communities, understanding reality as it is, this is also a good subject, because I believe that for prognosis of a patient, all these factors do come into play, and if you can actually factor in all this, which you learn as a community medicine specialist, it would do really good for the patient. Okay, that is as a clinician. At the same time, you want to be a researcher. Yes, this is probably the best thing you could do. You want to be a researcher, go into publications and stuff like that. And then if you're somebody who's a little more having a leadership qualities, who wants to be in policy making, who wants to be in the admin part of it, in public health part of it, then also this is the thing. If you're somebody who's interested to work in a very global scenario, who wants to go around the world, who wants to be this high flyer,
WHO consultants, etc. And
WHO consultant who wants to work with international NGOs, UNICEF. Oh my God, then this is the branch. So, there are so many different verticals in which you can master into, and which you can delve deep into, and really make a mark in the times to come. So it's a cliche telling that, you have to be really interested in research or in publications to be this, but that's become the norm with every other specialty now, that you got to do research and you got to do publications, and it's not just with community medicine. And I'll tell you one fun fact. Okay, I'll just tell you a fun fact here, that when we were also preparing for a community medicine exams, our biostatistics has a very strong role to play. Community medicine, pharmacology, and these are some subjects which strong biostatistics thing. So we were also preparing, but to my surprise and to our surprise, when we gave the exams, out of the 400 marks, I think we got only 10 marks. So, so I think that it's a little overplayed, but as a career choice and as something looking forward, it's a minefield. I tell you, it's a minefield. If you can ace research, then there's nothing like it. Yes.
As a MBBS student, sir, I had always had the universal presence of community medicine in all the branches. Socio-economic history, sir, irrespective of which branch you are in, which subject you are dealing with, I had to take in detail socio-economic history of every patient. That shows the importance of it, knowing about this and learning about the backgrounds. And even I may be a consultant now, I am a surgeon or maybe a physician, or whoever it may be, irrespective of residency, starting from the residency, everyone are in a way they're dependent on community medicine, at least for their thesis, publication, and statistics work. There, at the end, they'll go plead the community medicine staff there. Please help me with my thesis. Or in that way, it has got a universal presence in among all the branches. It's not just just meant for only community study or so. No, it has got a multifaceted aspects. Community and preventive medicine. Sir, I have chosen to take up community medicine. Now, what should be my strategy, sir? By choice or by whatever, I have taken up community medicine, but I should be prepared, very well prepared for the residency. I should have some strategy for first year, second year, third year, and my study strategy and stress management. So, how to tackle these 3 years of residency?
So you basically got to really enjoy it. That is the most important. So stress can actually get into your head, or you can just say that you're better than stress. I can take my own example, because I was in a very challenging environment. I had a very challenging person who was guiding me. He served as my guide for a couple of years, and then he had to leave to a much better organization. So what happened was, the expectation of my guide back then was something what not many could actually could achieve. But for me, it was the motivation. So I always knew that, if my guide is expecting an X amount of something to be done by me, I wanted to be a shade better than that. I always wanted to do X+1 or X+5. That used to be my attitude. So it was difficult for others, but for me, that was attitude what I had. And that kept pushing me and spurring me to do better. But then I realized, I just realized after some time after I finished, that whatever my guide was trying to push me for, and whatever I was also trying to catch up with, is what made me probably what I am today. So I owe all my, I acknowledge and I owe all my gratitude to my guide back then, who actually pushed me to do better. And he had his own ways of doing it, and I'm very happy about it now, if you look at it in the hindsight. So when it comes to stress, as you told, it's just a question of attitude, and we can always complain, or we can always say stuff or we can always have solutions, and we can go ahead and keep working. But if you ask me, it is something very joyful, because we get to engage with community in real, with people in real, and we get to learn so much out there, which is a great blessing. And so I think it's a good thing to do. So now coming back to how we should approach it as a year wise, first year to second year to third year. So as a newbie who has just entered, my I would just focus on one aspect, and I would say that, to understand community medicine and to understand community, or even to do manipulations later on in it, you have to have your value system on point. So you have to have very strong values, and your values will drive your learning process. Okay, so when I ask values, it basically is very simple stuff like doing hard work, being disciplined, being punctual, and being very honest, and being very free. If you can just be this way, I think you can just learn the subject the way it is, and you'll be very good at it. You'll be extremely good at it. So you can enter with a good value system as you're entering the course, and try to sharpen it, improve on your communication skills, improve man management skills, improve on your administrative skills, and all this. So if you think that you do not have it in you, you do not have these skills in you, and yet you entered the subject, do not worry, do not panic. Over time, you will get better, you will learn, and you'll be a very good professional. At the same time, if you tell yourself that, no, I have good leadership skills, I have good management skills, I have good communication skills, and I want my skills to be out there for many people to reach, and I want to make a difference in many people's lives, probably, then I would say that community medicine is a very good option and choice for you as a professional.
Yeah. And especially administrators, I have seen wherever I went, whichever hospital I went, most of the medical superintendents, deputy superintendents, all are mostly from the Department of Community Medicine, for a reason that they're good administrators also, and they possess that good communication skills, and they are known more than everything. They know the reality out there. What's the what's happening with the patients, the background there. So in that way also they can be more effective in their administration. They can bring out really helpful policies to benefit the patients. In that way also it will significant. Sir, what after PG? What are the options available? Any super specialty or fellowships available? Or if I want to practice in a corporate hospital setup or so, can I do that? Or what are the possible options after our PG?
So community medicine itself is a super specialty. You don't really have a super specialty course after that, but then you have a lot of additional courses what you can do after that. Okay, to sharpen your area of interest. So you could be somebody who's interested in policy making. So you can do your master's in policy making. If you're somebody who is interested in management skills, you can do your MBA or your hospital administration. If you're somebody who is interested in economics or health economics, you can actually go on to do your your postgraduate degree in health economics, and say something like a London School of Economics, or places like that. So I personally, I did my MSc in medical sociology, and at the same time I've done my MBA in hospital administration, because that was my interest. So you have so many courses like this where you can be your add-on degrees, but it really is an add-on and not really a super specialty. So you can do that. Now coming to opportunities as to what you could do after your community medicine, okay, and what are the types of jobs you can try for. So you just told me that, wherever you go, you saw a medical superintendent or people like this who are from the community medicine background. So why they are chosen is because they get to work with different types of people throughout their career.
Okay.
So the first thing is you can actually start off with being you can be a medical teacher, because you get to inspire your future generations. You get to inspire a lot of young ladies and gentlemen who are going to get into our expertise and show them reality, and that's very, very satisfying. You get to be with a younger crowd. That's very satisfying. That is one thing you can do. The second thing you can do is you can enter any program at the national level, or it could be the state level or the district level. It usually you start off from the district level consultants and you go up to state level and national level. So you could work directly for the government under the NHM or any other national program, or you could work under the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, or in the Directorate of Health and Family Welfare, or the Director of Medical Education also. It's a possibility. So working with the government agencies is one thing. The third thing what you can do is you can actually work for international organizations like the World Health Organization or the UNICEF. So you get to work here in India, where you work as consultants. You start off from the district level, and you can go up, and also you can go abroad, and you can work in the WHO. Also, you get to work as SMOs or surveillance medical officers. Yeah. And then there are various other consultant jobs which are available. It could be a full-time job, or it could be a consultant job, or you can get into some big research organizations, say like that ICMR. You can be a principal investigator, you can be a scientist working over there, or you could actually go into international level NGOs and national level NGOs, Sans Frontiers, or you can do all these opportunities are available based on your interest. So if there's something which is particular, if you want to be a globetrotter, then there is something for you. If you are somebody who wants to know a country very well and wants to work from the grassroots, there is something for you. If you're somebody who's interested in medical education and in teaching, there's something for you. If you're a researcher and and you're interested in publications, there is something for you. If you want to be an independent person by yourself and you want to be an entrepreneur, you could be a social. There is something for you as well. So there are so many other fields which are available for you post your post-graduation. But the first thing what is important is you actually get into post-graduation, and then as you are passing your 3 years of post-graduation, there'll be so many ideas which are floating. There are so many things you'd want to do. There'll be some niche areas which is of your liking. It could be maternal and child health, or it could be adolescent health. It could be mental health. It could be family health. It could be just anything, So you could concentrate on your niche area and you can develop a career on that. And for that, you have various organizations, or you can do it by yourself. So this is something very broad what I've placed in front of you as far as opportunities in community medicine after your residency. Yeah.
Sir, what's really going inside my mind? Do you know?
Yeah.
Why I didn't conduct this session maybe 6-7 years ago before myself doing the residency. That's what the real thought going inside my mind. After listening to it's like mesmerizing, sir. I should be asked continuously listening to you. Sometimes I feel envy why I didn't listen to sir before taking up my residency. See, that's you're kind of influencer, sir. You make such a beautiful impact or influence in anyone that you make look anything beautiful and very bright. Okay, that's a good aspect of a leader. I was also when I was undergraduate, I was inspired by my community medicine teachers. Presently, they are all in administrative course of Rajiv Gandhi University, sir. Present registrar of examination is my community medicine teacher, Reddy sir, Ramakrishna Reddy sir, or in Ravish sir. All are there in Riyaz sir. Is the best example. Taken up community medicine, and now he is into most of time he spends in Vidhan Sauda or maybe in the university. So they all had a lot of influence on me also to make me a good leader and to make me a better doctor communicating to the society and all. So I had a teacher called Amita from West Bengal in my BMC. She used to always tell, Kishan, if you want to really go abroad and enjoy your life, and then take up community medicine, because you have a lot of options out there, especially in African countries and developing countries. You can go there and do a lot of study research. You can help them as a UNICEF or WHO consultants, etc., and keep roaming every other country. So you can enjoy your life simultaneously along with service. You can enjoy as well. How true is that, sir?
No, it is over time. It doesn't look as rosy as it sounds. But then probably over time you would get there. And again, you need to be extremely good at what you're doing. Then you would probably get there. Otherwise, it's not as rosy as it seems. To be frank with you, you need to really work hard. You need to know things as it is, because you need to be a very good consultant. You need to be a very good professional, because only when you are a very good professional, very good consultant, very dedicated, very hardworking, and you understand things as it is, very humble and honest, that is when you can actually scale up to these kind of places, these kind of posts. It's not up for grabs for everybody, but then it is definitely there, and if you're good enough, you can really reach there.
But what I feel is, sir, your potential is far higher, okay, and your potential is you can achieve anything, and you take with by choice or what thing, you take up community medicine, and there you put your potential and you put all your best efforts, then you can achieve much more than what you could have done in other fields. That's right, because you have a good balance between the studies and public life and personal life, everything. There is a balance here. That is the best advantage of community medicine, I feel. There is no emergency, not of stresses involved. So in that way, you can put your best, utilize all your potential, and that's how you can become the best.
Yeah, absolutely true, Kishan. I sound with you, because for me, work does not seem like work at all.
Yeah.
It is life in general, and it is every day. It's something what we look forward to. So that's the kind of work environment and work atmosphere what we need to be in, and community medicine actually gives you that kind of opportunity. And as far as handling emergencies are concerned, we really do not have an emergency unless it's a public health emergency, like in the case what happened. Otherwise, we really do not have any emergencies to handle, but we will have difficult situations to handle in different parts in time. And that again is very rewarding when you're able to kind of handle the situation correctly at that given point of time. And so those kind of situations also happen in public life and in public health. So you should be really having that leadership quality, and you should have that grit and determination and the tenacity to actually be there and do that. That's important.
So sir, what's your concluding remarks about overall, like okay, most of all advantages only. Do you see any drawbacks as such in the field, or what do you really suggest for your like budding aspirants?
Like any other, like any branch, community medicine also has its cons. We can always not think about the pros. You also have to think about the cons of any subject. Definitely it'll be there. Probably you'll not be really accepted, or it will not look really as glamorous as probably another clinical subject. But then you got to stand up for it. You got to be having a straight face, and that is very important. Sometimes the cons can also be that your family life can be a little difficult, because if you're in a job, or if you are in that kind of a position which requires frequent traveling and requires frequent shifting, and if you're not a person who likes that, then it's a difficulty. But if you have a family, and if you yourself are somebody who looks up to going to different places and would want to live in different cultures and learn different things, then you would love it. So it's how you look at it and how you take it which actually matters, just in general. So every specialty has its own pros and cons. That's the case with community medicine as well. So if you want me to conclude and tell for the what it would be to take community medicine as a specialty for our budding aspirants, I would suggest that at this point in time, we are definitely seeing a boom towards the subject. We are definitely seeing a lot of posts being created, a lot of opportunities which are there in different sectors, be it the government sector, the private sector, the corporate sector, or the medical education sector. There are different posts which are available and different opportunities which are there. So I would definitely vouch for the subject, and I would definitely say it's a good subject to go for, and to go for confidently, wherein at the end of it, you'll be definitely emerging as a very good professional who can go on and do well in life, and at the same time enjoy life at its fullest.
Sir, is a family medicine part of community medicine? Can you practice family medicine?
No, we have a separate MD in family medicine, but that is very less. And at the same time, there is also this DNB family medicine, and so it is not the same as community medicine. But I have people in my fraternity who have gone on to do the family medicine courses which are offered in other institutions, which is part-time courses. and they also practice family medicine because that is what their area of interest lies. So that is also a possibility that also can be done.
Can you practice even in some corporate setups, sir, corporate hospitals, or in any way possible, sir? Is that if you want to really practice after community medicine, you feel that I want to see the patients, I want to, well, any chance that way?
See, in today's corporate world, what I see is how far you're able to impress the boss who is going to employ you. It's simple as that. Okay. So if the boss for certain feels that, okay, this guy's got the this guy's got the skills, and if he feels that you're good for it, you can actually you can be employed in a corporate hospital. Your degree never comes into question. Any degree never comes into question, because at the end of the day, you're an MBBS doctor. Unless and until if you're MBBS family medicine or community medicine, and you're told, okay, read X-rays or conduct a surgery, that is not something you're supposed to do. But for you to see patients and it's absolutely no problem. You can definitely do it. And I know my own peers who have done community medicine who are doing well in corporate hospitals. So it is a possibility.
Yes. So ultimately, I keep on telling in all my speeches or everywhere, wherever I go, it's not the branch that defines you, or it's not the place where you are from, where you come from, that defines you, or that going to make you different. But what really makes a difference is yourself and your personality. Just like sir told, irrespective of your degree or where you come from, if you could really impress your boss or your patients or this thing, they won't look at your degrees, or they won't really look at your where you are done, what you have done. They want you, or they need you. So that's it. So if you are good with your patients or colleagues or whatever it is around you, in and around you, you will succeed, whatever it may come, whatever it may be. So finally, that's what it's concluding remarks here. Yes, of course, a branch is a passion which derives us to take that particular one, but ultimately it's your own hard work and dedication which will make you excel in your particular field, whichever you take. We have so many examples. Sir's own friends, I know many after taking up forensic medicine, they have become world famous. After taking pharmacology or anatomy, they are known all over India more than any big neurosurgeon or cardiac surgeon also. So it's not the branch or the place which will help you flourish, but how you deal with the things. Sir, you agree with me?
I agree with you, but the odds are very less. You got to work for it, and definitely you'll be able to reach there. I completely agree with what you have to say, Kishan. You are the brand, and your name sells for what work you have done and how good you are. It's simple as that.
Yes. Yeah. So be passionate about whatever you do, and love whatever you do, and give your best. Then don't worry about the end results. If you put your best efforts, ultimately success will follow you at any cost. Sir, it was so inspiring and insightful. I told you earlier also, when I listening to you, I feel like I don't talk at all. I don't ask you anything further. I keep listening to you. Such a kind of like mesmerizing speaker you are, and a very good influencer as well. There is not not simply that so many students are behind you constantly for guidance and motivation. The same reason makes you the most favorite teacher among all, for all the students. Thank you so much for being present in our session and guiding all our White Army members. Hope this session helps and inspires many more undergraduates to take up the most lucrative field of community like preventive medicine and be the leaders in the field of the medical and be the role models, set the trends, and help the needy people. With that, I conclude. Thank you so much, Pradeep sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Kishan. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Nice, sir.
Thank you, Kishan. Thank you.